Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's my proud privilege to first and foremost celebrate the life and times of Dr. Pablo Silva, who has just been accorded the highest civilian honor for a chef in his wonderful country, Sri Lanka, which equates to the Padma Shri, I suspect, in our country. So please, would you like to stand up and give him a standing ovation? Redoubtable Dr. Rubina Hussain from Bangladesh. Then of course we have Mr. Bharat Basnet, who is a well-known advocate of pure Nepalese cuisine. He gave me a long lecture the last time, and it's good to have you with us. All right, thank you. Yanki Sharing from Bhutan. Men and women in all bazaars, mystics peering at the stars, a priceless treat, a sensory feast, South Asia, jewel of the East. I had His Highness the King of Bhutan as my guest at the ITC Maurya, which is next to us. The entire delegation saw His Highness to his room and then came back and quietly asked me for many pans. So they said, don't tell His Highness, but we love pan, or the beetle. Okay. You know what the pan is?
Yes.
Very good. Yes. Do you eat pan as well?
Just a social eater.
I'm just forging a unity.
Don't eat, yeah.
Do you eat pan in your country?
We do have, Chef? But it's quite similar to beetle, the way you eat here. Maybe Chef Publish may be able to explain more.
අපි බොහොම පැරැන්නම් මේ සාරවිඩ නෙවෙයි බුලත් වෙලයි කෑවේ. සාරවිඩ ඊට පස්සේ මේ අපේ ලංකාවට ගියේ.
What he says in Sinhalese language is that in Sri Lanka we had the type of beetle leaf you eat in the Karnataka, but we have our own way of eating beetle leaf with our own spices.
Dr. Hussain, do you have an equal love of pan in your country?
Bengalis love pan. You know, it's a special kind of beetle leaf which we grow. And certain parts, they are sweet leaves, and certain parts are very strong, tangy taste. And sometimes we even wrap it around food. And yeah, we just love it. And of course, with innovation and creativity, we have changed our taste, putting in a lot of other masalas in it. Thank you.
Thank you. In Nepal, until 2051, the pan has not been introduced. The pan got introduced from friends our neighbors who came to Nepal. They introduced pans. So I must say, I have experienced the flavor of pan when I went to study in Banaras.
Okay. So you have kept the Himalayan Republic clear of all pan. All right, I'm sure Mr. Modi will be very happy. So we've now agreed that, at least we've agreed that we now have a commonality on pan. Yes. Let's now talk about fish.
Okay. Knowing that Bangladesh, actually 5 very big rivers, it's a riverine country, and main rivers flow through it. And we are fish eaters. We love fishes, mostly in all our meals. And regarding Shorisha Hilsa, it's a specialty in our country, and also smoked hilsa, which is made out of mustard, the sarisa which you're talking about, in Pakistan, because they're crazy. And also in India, most of our hilsas are coming to India nowadays, and also to other countries. Yeah.
Does Bhutan have an affection for fish as well?
For Bhutan,
Yes.
we are in a landlocked country, so fishes are very rare unless we go into our
River
own
fish?
river, which is restricted. The fishing is not allowed unless you are given a special permit, avail it, and then go for fishing. But there's
but many of the rivers flow into different parts of the subcontinent. Many
yes,
of your rivers.
yes, it joins the Brahmaputra.
Right, joins the Brahmaputra.
Yeah.
So we are saying that, so I was using this metaphor largely to say that look, the origin of many of our produce cannot be attributed to just one country. So if the fish which the Bhutanese don't allow to be fish flows into the Brahmaputra, and so I'm sure there will be a Indian chef who tries to grab it. Now, because he can't grab it, it goes to Bangladesh.
I'm sure they do.
The Bhutanese
Dr.
trouts.
No,
Yeah,
absolutely, Dr. Hussein's country. So it eventually lands up in Pakistan
Yes.
because they love it. So I'm saying that originates in the Brahmaputra and then it lands up in the plates of Pakistan.
Cross
Do the
border.
Nepalese like fish as well? Nepali.
Yeah, I think it all depends. Like people who are living close to the rivers, yeah.
Right.
I mean, we call fishermen, yeah. Like in Nepal, we use the term mazi,
Right.
yeah. Those who make people ferry the river, yeah.
Right.
And their livelihood is on fish
Right.
found on the rivers. Yeah. So obviously, these are fresh fish, yeah, with less spices. It's a naturally eaten, as raw or dried from the sun
Right.
or smoked. Yeah. So fish is a very delicacy, but it's rare.
Right. And no other subcontinent on earth, ladies and gentlemen, is encircled by so much of bounty amongst the most beautiful oceans and the most beautiful mountains. Now I know that the Sri Lankan cuisine in itself celebrates fish. It's a very important component of their spiritual life, of their social life, and of course it is considered to have the best tuna in the world. And many Japanese chefs I know who go to Colombo to pick up prime tuna, right? Would the awarded, highly awarded and acclaimed chef. Incidentally, if you open television and you watch a food channel, then the first face that comes on television is the doctor himself. Right? Little bit about the fish of the Indian Ocean.
අපි මාළු ගැන කතා කරනවා නම් ලංකාවේ අපේ රට බොහොම පොඩි රටක් ලෝකේ වටේම මුහුද තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේම ඒ රටේ මැද්දේ ගංගාවල් ඇල්දොලවල් මේ ලෝකයේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් කතාව නොවෙන මාළු జాතියක් ඉන්නවා අපේ කුඹුරේ කාවයියා.
Sri Lanka is a small island nation, and we are surrounded by the Indian Ocean, as well as we have so many rivers and reservoirs, and therefore we use more than 350 types of fish from the sea, and also we have small fish type, different kinds of fish types that we eat from the rivers as well as from the paddy fields where the water get collected. So it's a variety of fishes that we eat in the Sri Lankan meal, and Chef will explain a little bit more about the tuna, speciality of tuna.
අපි ලංකාවේ ටූනා කියන මාළුවට හරිය ආදරයක් දක්වනවා හුඟක් ප්‍රයෝජනෙ ගන්නවා. මොකද බලය අපි සිංහලෙන් කියන්නේ බලය අපි කරවල හදනවා, ජාඩි හදනවා, උම්බල කඩ හදනවා. ඒකම ඒ මාළු වතුරෙන් මාළු සෝස් එකක් හදනවා. ඒ බලයන් අපි 100%ක්ම වැඩ ගන්න රටක් බලයගේ.
Tuna is called balaya, and we use it in different. We prepare the balaya fish in different ways, and we also preserve it as dry fish and different other ways. And it's called jardi, and we put it in vinegar and salt, and then we keep it in a clay pot for only salt, and we have this special spice called goraka, which is not gum boil, which is not available in New Delhi, and so we preserve it in such way that because olden days we did not have refrigerators, so we had lot of tuna fish available. Therefore, we prepared the fish in this way to preserve and eat.
So the Rig Veda says, My hand is the Lord, boundlessly blissful is my hand. This hand holds all healing secrets, which makes whole with its gentle touch. We eat with our fingers. Contrary to what the world believes, we do not eat with our hands. So somebody asks me anywhere in the world, how do you eat? I said, I eat with my fingers. Do the Bhutanese eat with their fingers?
Yes, we don't have
Wonderful.
fork and spoon facilities those days. So
You use the fork and spoon, but you
now,
prefer.
yes, but
Otherwise, you prefer using your fingers?
I think basically we eat with fingers.
We eat with them.
Like all of us. yes.
Absolutely.
Whatever the taste or the pungency of the chili. So that's how it's eaten here with the yogurt. But not into the food. So
What
just-
Sharing is saying, it takes just chili.
it's a must.
Kill the chili.
We love chili. It's like
But I love the way she's passionate about chili. Maybe we can.
I'm a chili lover myself.
Yogurt. Is yogurt an important component of the?
Yeah, yogurt is a very, very important component. You told Alexander introduced this? Yeah, I think yogurt was there during the time of Krishna, right?
Introduced by unfortunately by
Huh?
the Greeks. But as I said, fact and fiction in this country, or your country, or our country,
Yeah.
is all about smoke and fire. So we can create another story.
The
doesn't
great
matter.
lover of yogurt was the baby Krishna at that time, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I think it comes from the.
If you ask an Indian philosopher, Krishna predates everything. I mean, I only asked this question because I knew that the answers was predictable, because you actually do wonderful work with milk and yogurt. Let me come back to Dr. Publis Silva, and do the Sri Lankans engage with yogurt in a similar? It's reverential for many parts of of the subcontinent.
From olden days, Sri Lanka does not use yogurt per se. We call it curd. We make it natural as milk settled into curd. And from olden days, we eat it with rice, curd, and honey. And the honey is made by a specific tree in Sri Lanka called Kithul tree, and it produces a type of a honey called trickle, and it's 100% herbal.
යෝගට් වලට ජෙලටින් දානවා. ජෙලටින් කියන්නේ සත්ව.
Curd is different from yogurt. Yogurt is made with the inclusion of gelatin, but curd is not like that. I think in India also, where you all make curd the same way naturally.
Yes, so I think on that very happy note, please join me in once again thanking our panelists from Nepal, from Bangladesh, from Bhutan, and of course our revered chef from Sri Lanka, for the aroma which pervades the air, a sight which adds to its flavor. Aesthetic and appetizing is every morsel, with a taste unmatched and unique, prepared just to please our guests, is the meal that he serves at his Sri Lankan table. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.